Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Marathon Training Diaries. This is episode 3. So exciting, we're moving into the second month of training. I just want to take a moment here to thank everybody that has donated so far to my Just Giving page, because I am doing this marathon for charity. I'm doing it for Macmillan Cancer Support. So I really appreciate all the donations, and if you haven't donated, I would really appreciate it if you could. If everybody on here donated 50 pence or a pound, I would smash my target out of the park. Also, just to share the Just Giving page or this video just to get the message out there to more people so we can raise as much money for this amazing cause as possible. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop into training weeks 5 and 6. Welcome to a new Training Diaries episode 3. Today, I think it is 34 days or something into this Marathon Training Diaries journey. So we're over a month now, well over a month to be fair. And today I've got the mat out behind me and I'm going to be doing an ab workout. I am going to be doing this workout right here. I think it's called straight up abs, but I'm going to do it twice because it's only 12 minutes long, and then we're going to head out and go for a run and then end it with a cool down walk. But the run's only probably going to be 2 miles, just something to ease off. Basically, I'm trying to lose weight and get back into running, and the only way I can really do that is just running pretty much every day. So that's the plan, and I don't want to overdo it. So I'm just thinking a couple of miles every single day will then get my body used to moving. But before I get on to that and get outside, because it's still early, it's 8 AM, which is pretty good for me because I've been up since 5 doing my reading for my class today. But yeah, it's still early. So the run should hopefully be quite nice to get outside this time. Before we can do that, I've got to go and do the ab workout, so let's go. And I've got the heart rate up. I'm at 40 seconds in. So fun. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ugh. She's like, this is the last move. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool, the last move. And then I realised I've got to do this all over again because I'm doing it twice. It's literally only been 12 minutes. Why do I do this to myself? So just finished my run, 2 miles in 17 minutes 27 seconds, which isn't too bad for a steady, slow run, just to run for the sake of running rather than getting any times in. Pretty happy with that. Walking home now. My seminar started 2 minutes ago, so I'm sprinting home via a speed walk so I can log into the class and not miss it, because this is the first class of the whole module, so not a good start, is it? And I'm literally sitting in my Teams call. As I was walking home, I was listening to the seminar, which surprisingly I feel I take it in a lot better when I'm listening and not looking. Take from that what you will. It's the end of Feb, March 1st. I think it's March 1st. I'm going to do a quick run today because it's starting to get light outside. It's early in the morning right now, so yeah, I'm going to do another run. I'm thinking I'm going to do a 2k speed run, which I hate doing these so much because you've got to get really I've got to get the adrenaline going. I'm going to have to put AC/DC on to really get into it, because just running fast, man, takes a lot out of me mentally. So what I think I'm going to do is run a K slow, build up, warm up, get me into the zone, listen to my music, and then 2k best effort. That will give me a good indication of where I'm at for the army, and then we'll build the training for the next couple of weeks around that. You know what, it wasn't even a bad effort today. We did 9:41. I was hoping sub 10, so 9:41's not bad. So that was pretty much the same time as the last time I did a 2k run. Actually, it was 8 seconds faster. The last time I did one, I think it was October. Perhaps I've done one since then, but that's the last distinctive one where it was timed and I really gave it 110%, and that was with the army. Basically, before I joined, I had to do a 2k run, and that was just to see, I guess, what standard you're at. I think 9:49 when I did it then, so this isn't too bad. I think I'm gonna go for a walk, not very far, probably just 3-4k, warm it off, and then go back and do an ab workout. But I'm actually pretty chuffed with that, although I felt like I wanted to cry for the last 500 meters, and 500 meters is a long time. That's like 2 and a bit minutes of crying. Okay, so today is March 3rd and I'm going to do an arm workout. I'm basically just going to do the same battle ready 360 push-up workout where you do like normal arms, wide arms, close arms on like an incline press up, a decline press up, and then normal press ups, because I just feel like it's a really quick, not going to say easy, but it is painful way to get in about 50 press ups, which is about my magic number of keeping my upper body strength going. So that's what we're going to do today, and then I'm going to go for a walk, although it is already dark. By far, they are awful. It's the realization when you've done 18 press ups and I'm already tap out. It's actually like pushing concrete. I know I'm heavy, but whew, I didn't feel this heavy. Final round. This is greatly well placed. So in total that was about 250 reps. I did 54 push-ups with the battle ready workout on the beginner level, and then that workout was just 5 sets of 10, starting with like the deadlifts, then going into overhead press, flies, row backs, and then just variations of like normal bicep tricep stuff. I feel rinsed, and considering that workout I think in total was about 16 minutes, everything all in, with the rest times and everything. That's a pretty hard hitter. It's a pretty hard hitter, I must say. But now I'm just going to go for the walk. It's pitch black. Look how dirty those windows are. Atrocious. Oh man, I just came back from a run and I forgot to film it. Oh, I filmed it for TikTok, so we'll play that here as I talk about it. But yeah, I went for an 8K, which is like my first 5-miler in probably since Christmas, actually. I don't think I've done over 7K since Christmas, so it's like the longest run we've done, and it felt really good. Average of about 8-minute or so miles, I think it was. I'll put the stats here. It was good. And yeah, basically I ran to Hyde Park, ran around Hyde Park, West London, which is like a really nice running route, despite the fact that literally it feels like every 500 meters there's a traffic light and then it takes 3 minutes for it to change. So I'm just there like jogging on the spot, or like having to run down a street and then run back and then I can cross the road. So it's kind of annoying, but other than that, the actual scenery and stuff is really nice because it's such like a touristy route and there's always like different stuff going on, and obviously then Hyde Park's lovely to run around. So that was the run for today. I then went for a 2-mile walk afterwards just to cool down, and now it's raining, so I timed it very well, and I'm gonna shower off, but I'll see you guys in the next activity. I think it's day like 40 nearly. Today I'm gonna be doing legs. Got the weighted vest on. This is 10K. So today I'm gonna mix it up. I'm not gonna do like any workout from the Nike Training Club app like I normally do. I think I'm just gonna either make my own up. So I'm gonna put the workout here that I am gonna do, and it's pretty much just gonna be sets of stuff, break, sets of stuff, break, and yeah, all on the legs. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, that's set 1 done in about 3 minutes 15. So this is probably going to take about half an hour. I'm listening to like the best playlist right now. I'll put it here. It's on the Apple Music app, but it's like proper throwback classics. And I listen to a lot of throwback classics, so to hear stuff on here that I haven't heard recently, by recently I mean like in the last 2 weeks, it's keeping me going. Okay, so I'm 5 sets in, so that's 400 reps. I took the weighted vest off now, and I'm gonna change the moves up and basically just stuff that's a bit more movable, a bit more jumping, a bit more cardio. And 400 reps with a 10k weighted vest is workout in and of itself. It was like, I think 16, 17 minutes. And that is it. Jeez. Ooh, that was good, man. That really had the heart rate up for that whole time. Okay, now, so once I've hydrated and got my breath back, and I might change my top because it's really sweaty, I'm gonna cool off with the 2-mile jog, so you'll see clips of that now. So just finished my run, took it round the streets, which is rare for me. I normally like to go a bit more scenic, like the river or the park, but gotta do what you gotta do. I did curb it round a little bit to the river though, just because I literally have to see the river every day, otherwise I feel like I'm not in London, what can I say? So normally I've been doing 2 miles, obviously, that you've seen, pretty much 2 miles most days. Now I feel like that is becoming pretty standard, pretty solid. Like I'd finish the 2 miles at like a good pace and be like, right, cool, we're done. So now it's time to build up. So today we did 2.65 miles. I was aiming for 2.5, but then I was like, well, I might as well just run home that little last bit. So that's what we did. And I'm going to keep basically doing this now for the next week, and then hopefully get up to 3 miles, and then so on and so forth. Pretty much I have found that running, like most days, twice as much, even probably 3 times as much as I would normally be running, has dramatically improved my run times, my stats, my cardio, to the point that not only am I running easier, but also I'm enjoying running a lot more. Don't know if you can hear me with the traffic, man. The same as my 5k run challenge that I did, like in the summer. Link it here if you haven't seen it. I ran a 5k every single day for a week, and at the start I was like, oh, hate this. And then it got to the point where I was like loving running every day. And that's like half an hour a day. That's like a big commitment for somebody that's like not into running that much, which was me back then. So like this is having the same effect. Running every single day is really not only improving my fitness, but just like making me fall in love with it. So if you're in a place where you're like, oh, I can't be bothered to go running and stuff, or you want to just like dramatically improve your fitness, run every day, pick a distance and run every day. I am going to do basically some indoor stuff and then hopefully manage to go outside. It's kind of rainy, wet and horrible. I was going to go for a long like recovery walk today and break my new boots in, but that looks like it's off the cards considering it's thrashing it down. So instead what I'm going to do is, because I've been running like loads, as you guys have seen from the clips and stuff, like I've been running a lot more than I normally would be. So back of my calves is so tight, and I feel like if I keep just hammering on with it, and obviously I do stretch, you know, warm up, cool down and all of that, but it's obviously just not enough, and the strain is kind of getting to my calves. And the other day when I was running, I think I got to about 2 miles, just before 2 miles, and I just felt it pull in the back of my calves, and I had to stop for like 10 seconds and just stretch them out. So I'm thinking, if I keep going on how I'm gonna go on, then injury alert. I don't know whether that's gonna happen or not, but I'm just like, preventative is always better than like cure. So I'm gonna do some yoga. That's my answer to everything. I'm just going to do some yoga for a bit today, about 20 minutes, stretch everything out, then go into an ab workout because it's abs day. Maybe throw in some press-ups too because I've been neglecting them, and then if it's dry enough and the weather forecast says it's dry, then I'm going to go for my long walk. But it's going to take me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to go on this walk and break my boots in. That'll be a fun experience. Or I'm just going to go on a quick 2.5 mile run. We'll see how we feel in about 40 minutes time, but that's basically what's on the agenda for today. I mean, I've literally done 2 minutes and I already feel 10 times better. I feel so zen and relaxed. Like, this yoga playlist is the one. So good, Apple Music coming through every single time. Just finished that yoga. It wasn't the best yoga session that I've done. I didn't enjoy that as much as like others, purely because, okay, out of the 18 minutes you spend 5 minutes literally in a plank, and I was like, whoa, not ready for that. That kind of was a lot, and plus because it's a lot of like basically going from upward facing dog to plank to downward facing dog to plank, like you don't really take your wrists off the mat for the 18 minutes, so my wrists feel really tight now because of just the pressure constantly. But other than that, like, it was pretty good. It was kind of repetitive because you just did the same like few flows over and over and over and over. I much prefer like sun salutations style of yoga because it gets me more focused on my breathing and like up, down, moving and holding poses. I much prefer that style, but like it's different workout for you know, this type of video, and I think this is the first yoga session I've actually done on the Marathon Training Diary, so that's cool. And now I'm going to do an ab workout, put it here, the one that I'm going to do, and yeah, then we're going to get outside and do stuff. Now what you're about to witness is how weak I've gotten on the top half of my body, because it says 10 push-ups and my brain is like, I should be able to do this. It's actually embarrassing. Again, it says yoga push-ups, like who does it think that I am? Because I don't think I can do these, but I try every time. No. Do you see that struggle? So you know, that was actually a really good workout. Not my favourite. Again, today I think that's been a recurring theme, just because it was difficult. And doing like loads of core exercises. I think it ends up being like over 150 reps, and you go straight into like 40 reps of press-ups and stuff. Nah, not for me. But I think if you did that workout, because it's rep based so you can integrate breaks, I think if you did have slight breaks in it, it would make it a lot nicer. But to be fair, it's only a 20-minute blast, so I didn't really want to like start putting breaks into it. I'd rather just use it as the HIIT workout that it is and just crack on. But now I'm gonna get changed and put like trousers or something on because I want to go for a walk. I was going to go for the run, but to be honest, I'm only really aiming to do like 16 miles a week, because that means then I can do my 100k in a month challenge. So I can afford to kind of have today as more of a recovery day. So I'm going to break my boots in. I'm not sure which pair to do, but I think I'm going to do field boots first, because I feel like I'm going to need these before I'm going to need the barrack boots. And plus I've walked around in the barrack boots indoors, and these fit really nicely. Like, I've worn these for a couple of hours inside and they don't pinch, rub, nothing. So I don't feel like these are going to take as long to break in. Whereas these, not so sure. I feel like they might go one of two ways. So I think I'm going to put my trousers on and like bang these on. So this is the aftermath. My hair got well and truly blowed out by the wind. Like, it was honestly so windy and rainy by just all down the Thames path. I instantly regretted it. As soon as I got to Thames Path, I just thought, I'm going to be blown away here. I don't know why I chose to go for a long walk. But all the same, I had fun. I was just listening to my audiobook. I'm still listening to Breaking and Mending. I think it's by Joanna Cannon. That book was for my medico-legal book club. I had to read it January, I think, and I'm still listening to it. I think I only listened to about half of it before that book club, and then I've just been like dipping in, dipping out. Thing is with Audible is I quite like listening to podcasts, but like when it comes to Audible, I don't know, I just forget about it, and I just feel like I find it really hard to engage myself listening to a book. I'd rather just sit down and read a book, but then I don't really have the time to sit down and read a book either. So I need to just like get out of my comfort zone of listening to like podcasts on runs or like music and just be like stick a book on, because I feel like it's going to be more productive for me. Oh, and the summary with the boots, they're actually really comfortable. But for the first 2 miles, pain city, like it just felt tight, uncomfortable, like, and not tight in the foot, tight around the ankle. And I think it's just because I had the laces too tight and I had to stop. And once I loosened the laces up a bit around the ankle, it was fine. But yeah, the first 2 miles was like discomfort on a high level. And I was just like, I don't vibe these boots. And I was debating like, because my other boots are so comfortable, I was like, I'm going to end up having to switch these around for which ones I wear out like in the field and which ones you don't. But now I've broken them in because I did 9 kilometres. I feel like I've broken them in a little bit. they're actually properly comfortable, so I feel like I'm gonna get a bit attached to these ones. Just went for another run, and this was one of the best runs I have done to date, to 2.5 miles. And I'm not gonna lie, I was running as fast as possible because I have an army call literally in 15 minutes. I've got to go and shower in a minute, so I'm gonna quickly do this little piece to camera. But like, because I knew that if I wanted to get the distance in, I needed to run quickly. I think that just motivated me more, and I've put my Strava into miles, because then she only like talks to me every half mile, so every 800 meters, rather than hearing her voice every 500 meters. I don't know why, I just think I prefer her talking less, because I'm not focusing on pace, I'm just running for running and feeling what feels good, rather than just like hearing for the pace all the time. I feel like that can be a big distraction, and then when you hear like what pace you're at, it kind of like throws out the rhythm. So yeah, so I did 2.5 miles, aka 4K. I did it in just under 20 minutes, so I'm super happy about that. Finally at sub 5K Ks. This was 4 minutes 52 a K, basically where I was at last year, 6 months ago. Woo, it took 6 months to get back to where we were. But proved that this little boot camp thing, I think I'm on day like 9, not that I'm doing it religiously or anything, but day 9 of my little boot camp of taking my fitness seriously, and we've literally just rapidly improved. I basically knocked off 45 seconds a K within 8 days, just because I've been running like all the time. So it's amazing, honestly, what running short distances but often, and then slowly building up, basically being consistent and running often and watching diet and just being motivated can actually do for you. So I'm actually just so stoked about it. I'm gonna have a quick shower now and hydrate, because yeah, I've got a call in, oh my god, literally like 12 minutes and I've got a shower. Oh no. Well windy, man. Oh, I hit an 8 minute 40 miles. Look at my hair. This is what I'm dealing with when running. It looks super nice, but it's really windy. Oh, I can just never get past 45 seconds. This is my second attempt, and each time we hit 45 seconds and then I'm like tapping out. If you've also had a stab at the Bring Sally Up, Bring Sally Down challenge, let me know how far you can get. It's probably going to be substantially farther than me, because basically 45 seconds is equivalent to like 10 push-ups.
3, 2, 1.
No, 40's not bad. Do you know, I have this real habit when I feel like I want to do something but I just don't know like what I want to do. I'm just watching Marine Commando videos, basically, of when they do like their fitness tests, because their push-ups, pull-ups and sit-ups are all on a like a bleep test timer, so you can kind of just do it at home, and also you can see like the standard that they're at to know the standard that I'm at. So that's what I have going on here. I've only just started doing this, to be fair, in the last like 3 or 4 days. Come back to me in like a month. And thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate all the support that I've had on the Marathon Training Diaries so far. A new episode will be out very soon. If you want more content like this, or a video that's just like on one specific workout in like more detail and more thoughts, let me know. If you want me to include anything into like the training log, then let me know too in the comments. And yeah, I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.